Hello, you beautiful and blessed people. I hope you guys are doing well. Just out here connecting and grounding as always. I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about becoming used to the calm and the flow that occurs after you start your spiritual awakening. For many of us, spiritual awakening, like obviously there is many different ways that this can be triggered in your life, right? Some people are, pushed into a spiritual awakening based on a tragedy that happens in their life. Others just based on their faith or other circumstances that are happening around them. A lot of times triggered by love, which, of course, for everyone it's different. But you know within your heart, and you feel it in yourself when something has changed. When something has changed that makes you more attuned to the changes that are happening within you, right? The spiritual changes that are happening within yourself. Because you start, everything around you starts looking different. The way you start intaking information, it becomes different. So then you feel that change in your vibration, in your frequency. And the more you elevate, the clearer things become. But in the beginning, there's a big fire that comes with it, especially when you're going through the first phases of your awakening. There's a lot of fire that gets brought up with that. And I have come to realize that fire is almost used to burn away the things that no longer belong to you, or to burn away things from your old self so that you can transform, essentially, right? Because that's what fire does. It's transformative. And then you really get used to those peaks, because as human beings, we are conditioned to live in chaos. We are conditioning to feel very high emotions, because that's what our past self is usually used to, because it's really related to a lot of the traumas that you've gone through. So to live in that chaos of life. After you get into a certain point of your spiritual awakening, it becomes very quiet. It almost becomes boring a little bit, because you're not used to being in this calm and quiet flow, which takes a little bit for you to really start embracing it and to start feeling comfortable in your new frequency. And it almost feels a little bit, if you really truly just let yourself flow with it, you almost start feeling like you're high off of something. But the reason why that's happening, it's because your frequency is higher now. You're at a higher frequency. So your body starts feeling lighter because your thoughts are lighter, right? It's body, mind, and spirit. You start bringing into your body and your mind the lightness of the spirit of your soul. And that's when they talk about becoming your light body or activating your light body. And I have just recently tapped into that. Even though you're going to learn about these things and it's going to be presented at different times, but all of the stages of a spiritual awakening or a spiritual advancement, whatever it is that you want to call, that you feel comfortable with, it comes with different things that you unlock as you upgrade. Because it's literally, it's like a game, right? Phase 1, 2, like you keep unlocking these different phases, and they all come with different feelings and different mechanisms and things that you're actually going to be able to feel in your body. You're going to be able to start embracing those things and start living it. But it takes time and it takes practice, but more than anything, it takes awareness. It takes awareness so that you don't go back to how you used to be, because that's what feels familiar. And that's why for a lot of people, it gets to a point where it's too calm. There isn't much happening here in the physical realm. And it's usually because the other things are happening in the background. And we are so used to wanting to have control over things that it kind of gets in the way a little bit of getting in the flow. And that's when we create resistance. So my point is, try to let yourself flow with how you're feeling. And to embrace more like the present moment and how you're reacting to the external things versus staying in the mind how you want things to be. Try to start to feel that a little bit more. And even in the quiet moments when you're bored and you feel like there isn't much happening, keep pushing through it. Keep pushing through it, and trying to continue on filling up your time with things that are actually feeding your mind in a positive way, in your soul, so that you don't keep getting pulled back to the things that you are familiar with. Because what happens is that you will just fall back to old cycles. You'll keep repeating those cycles because you're having a hard time breaking out of them. And in order for you to break out of cycles, you need to do things a little bit different. Because remember, the person that used to be stuck in those cycles, it's frequencies that you used to be in before. So it will pull you back. It will pull you back because it feels familiar. It's like you want to continue on doing the same things because it feels familiar and feels safe. And for the most part, we are afraid of the unknown because we don't know what's going to happen, or it feels too calm. It feels like there isn't much going on, but it's because now you're in control. You're truly in control of not what's going on out here, but you are in control of yourself. You are in control of your thoughts. You are in control of how you let other people and things affect you, whether it's going to be in a negative or in a positive way. And you start to really trust the universe, and you start to really trust God, and know that no matter what, things are perfect just the way they are. and that in divine timing things will happen how they are supposed to, and you're really supposed to just to get into this flow where you're just letting yourself flow with how things go throughout the day and trying to have less control of what's going to happen next. So I hope this helps you in some way. Some of the messages, sometimes they don't even make sense to me. But what I'm trying to do now is just kind of get more used to just letting everything flow, especially my thoughts, and especially the things that I say in a positive way. Because the more in depth you go into yourself and your journey, the more you want to be used as a conduit for the divine to deliver messages. And that is my goal here. The more I learn about these things, the more I want to teach other people about it. And the most genuine way for me to do that is just to keep it real with you guys. There's so much out there with people trying to fake spiritual awakenings and try to manipulate it in some way so they can benefit off of it, right? Or profit off of it. And this shouldn't be the focus for this. It shouldn't be the focus for this, because there's no price to it. It's priceless. But I still want to be able to guide other people and help other people through this journey, just like I was able to find others too, that have guided me through my journey. But what I can tell you is that this doesn't have to cost you a fortune. Spirit has no price. There's no price to get into heaven, but how much you're going to dedicate yourself to it. Knowledge is power, and it's also out there for free in a way. So another thing is just to also be aware of people just trying to profit off of the most beautiful thing that could ever happen to you. It's for you to wake up to your truth, for you to start learning who you truly are. And really all of that starts with just going in here and trying to learn what are the things that are affecting you in a negative way, or trying to learn more about yourself. Like what is it that I need to work on? What's missing in my life? What are the things that I can change now that I have control over, that's not going to cost me anything? And then just take it from there. And then my way right now of giving back to you guys, it's just by making these videos. And honestly, I don't have to reach thousands of people. As long as I can get through one of you, that's already me shedding some light and maybe guiding someone else towards the same journey that I'm on, which it's beautiful, it's hard, but that's the whole point why we're here in Earth School, is to be able to learn that. So let yourself flow with the divine plan. Taking the quiet moments to learn more how to listen to yourself, to listen to your higher self and God, and connect to the things around you. Try to keep a clear mind whenever possible. And I know it's hard to not give in to the temptations, but really try to think things through first before just giving in to the physical pleasure. And yeah, I don't know. Now let's continue on this journey. Let's continue on this beautiful journey of life, because it's just a blessing to even be alive and getting to do this another day. All right. And remember how special and how beautiful and how powerful and multidimensional you are, and that there is infinite knowledge out there, infinite opportunities, and always something to improve and grow daily. And that you don't only get to do that for yourself, but you also get to share that with those around you. So get out there and share your light, share love. Be that person that's an example for others, but also makes a difference, not just for themselves, but also for the world around them. Okay? And remember that God, the universe, and everything there is loves you so much. And that I also love you. And that the divinity in me sees and feels the divinity in you.